And right now we are giving a name for every category. So for A, we call it the fast in and out investor. Okay, so you learned just now about the profile and also the intent already. Okay, minimum of $1.7 million, and you want to just get in and out really quick. But we also understand some of the behavioral traits that these investors in A have. So how many of you feels that you fall under A? So you just type in A, all right? So I want to know like how many of you feels like, oh, Tracy says C, she feels under C, okay? So how many? Oh, so many are under C. Amazing. Okay, we have some Bs as well. We have D also. Okay, awesome. And C plus D. Yes, there could be that. There could be both. So if you feel that you are C, you are D, you could be both. All right, that's great. And right now, you guys can see yourself under different categories. Some of you are A, don't want to deal with tenant, right? Just want to use this real estate, use this property fast in and out. So what are the traits that they have? They enjoy lower monthly repayment. Why? Because they wouldn't want to take on a loan that has to create high commitment on a monthly basis right away. So they feel that the progressive payment will allow them to slowly pace their commitment progressively. It's not because they can't afford, they just want to take the progressive payment progressively. So that's one of the behavioral traits. And then second thing is no fuss. Time equals money, right? So capital gain is something that they want. They don't really care about the nitty-gritty of the tenants and feed up and whatnot. They see these more like an financial investment, an equity investment. They treat it as that manner. And what you really want to look out for people under this category, you want to look out for new launch prices that are very close to subsale. Okay, which is what you learned just now, right? Based on the price gap. And not just that, bank loan must also allow you to exit with no penalty before TOP, because you want to sell before everybody sells. Because once everybody is selling, especially when you're buying into a mega development, there will be a huge oversupply and everybody will be cannibalizing each other. So you want to make sure that you are able to sell before everybody does, right? Just like passing on the hot potato to someone else so they can enjoy it right away. And that said, you want to make sure that you have a waiver of penalty by not being penalized by the bank when the full loan is not fully dispersed and you are able to sell it without those miscellaneous fees. So be very careful about that. Of course, the third thing is exit must be timed to urban transformation milestone. It also means that within your horizon of construction, let's say it's going to TOP in 4 years' time, within that 4 years, there must be some form of government land sales program coming up that is going to help you. There must be some MRTs that will be completing too. Some schools that are reputable, they are also shifting near you. And of course, these are some of the telltale signs that whether you are within those zones to enjoy these different milestones. So what is UT milestone? It means urban transformation milestone, all right? For category B, the I want it all investor, everything also must calculate. So when it comes to this, cash flow is very important. They want high margin, capital appreciation, rentals, everything will do anything to win, right? So every dollar spent must work hard for them. They want to buy a resale with strong upside in gain value and also strong rental income. And for them, they value safety net over zero income. Okay, that means at the end of the day, at least got renter can help them to die through in the event if they lose their job. So they care about their risk. Their risk tolerance is not so high. But at the same time, they don't mind managing tenants issue too. For them, this is a small problem. So where applicable, you want to go into resale price point recommended to be more than 40% cheaper than new homes or new launches within the same precinct, because you are buying to a likely a resale already at the point in time. So you want to be very careful about that. Resale in new homes has dropped from 80 to 60, and of course in recent time about 48 to 42%, right? So you want to make sure that you don't go more than 40% closer towards the new homes market. And of course, cash flow, consider actual monthly loan repayment, that means how much you are paying out based on your loan tenure, to the rental cost and respect to your rental income. So you know that if you lose your job, this tenant is already able to pay your mortgages already. You don't need to worry so much about it. So be very careful of the budget and the loan size you're getting to. And of course, again, exit must be timed to urban transformation milestones and infrastructure. So upcoming train station, land plot, GLS sale to be bidded or yet to be launched as well. Very important. File C, my family comes first. And these are people who are, cares about, likely we call them the home investor, right? We call them under my family first investor. So they want to utilize the property today, likely family with children, and their intent is to upgrade and climb the property ladder as fast as possible. And they're very time sensitive as well. So that's it. Kids and property size is a priority for them because this is family needs, and this had to be alignment to the primary school that they're going to put their children into for the next 6 years. And of course, they are looking for growth and they want to upgrade as soon as possible with their family. And the unit must also be highly sought after or in demand when it comes to reselling. So what you want to look out for as well is, again, the same thing, 40% cheaper than new homes as well, where your resale price is applicable. And consider your lifestyle requirement along with your portfolio needs as well. That means you want to upgrade, you want to make sure that how balanced can we do that for you, which is much more important, right? And of course, again, the same thing, the new urban transformation milestone infrastructure too. The buyer basically wants to stay, but also wants rental income. Under the urban transformation zones, it's something that you need to be heavily considering it. And of course, looking at capital appreciation and rental income and also passive income too, to give you your day-to-day. So the cash flow investor here, we are looking at rental income plus own stay. A dual key will be something very suitable. And this is where you keep your mortgage loan to the minimum, and that's where you are able to have strong passive income. Because if you don't keep your mortgage to the minimum and you try to take over leveraging here, you may end up being a vessel to collect money from a tenant and pass that money to the bank and IRAs, and then you end up nothing left. So be very careful. You got to apply the minimum loan commitment strategy here. So that's where you're able to get that strong passive income to have financial freedom. And that said, dual key has less option, but if possible, try to at least get a 3-bedder. Because a 3-bedder dual key will give you a 2 + 1. You can either stay in the 2 or you either stay at the 1 to give you that rental income depending on your loan obligation or how much debt you take up. And of course, if you intend to right size to sell, before the 14-year shelf life is up, make sure that you do it before the 14-year shelf life left. But of course, if you are looking to sell only after the 15-year shelf life is up, then you got to find opportunities near urban transformation zones with new township initiative. And this is where we see very old developments in the Lentor area because it's a new township, right? We see property prices that are really old, such as Castle Green or Season Park, to still grow steadily, even they are after the 15-year shelf life count. So if you are looking at longer term stay, and of course you want some form of rental income and not paying so much, then this is definitely areas, or rather the opportunities in new township initiative you want to look out for. All right.